Welcome, everybody, to the Mullins Over Music Podcast, episode 58, with my friend Nate from Mirrorcell. We have such a good time chatting. It's so much fun. I mean, talk video games, talk about movies, talk about music, of course, talk about the color green. I mean, you just got to check it out. So, this is Mullins Over Music Podcast with Nate.
Welcome, everyone, to the Mullins Over Music Podcast. I'm your host, at least until, with the way things are trending, AI takes over. Um, I'm your host, Austin Mullins, and I'm here with a very special guest. Let me have him introduce himself to you.
What's up? I'm Nate. I sing in a band called Mirrorcell. I'm not AI. I know there's a lot of AI bands out there now.
Yes,
So it's just a matter of time before I'm replaced too. But I'm
I
a
mean,
I'm
yeah,
me.
we are who we are at the moment,
Yeah, at the moment.
and unless we say otherwise.
Nice.
Great to have you, my friend.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man. This is awesome. I appreciate it.
Speaking of AI, have you been do you listen to your release radar or like
Um,
things you might like on Spotify or whatever you use?
I haven't in a while. I'm kind of old school. I like whenever bands or artists that I like put out new records, I'll take those records and I'll just compile it in a playlist of like new stuff to check out. And then like when I'm feeling like listening to something new or fresh, I'll go in there and I'll shuffle that playlist and just see what comes up. I'm so bad at like organically finding new bands.
I like that though. That's a smart way to do it. The podcast forces me to listen to new music.
Yeah.
So I'm always I'm like, oh, I'm flipping through Instagram and I'll go, well, hello, son. Yeah, stay right there. I'll be flipping through Instagram and I'll be like, oh, there's a band. Let me check it out. And then I have to go listen to it. I'm like, well, they'd be good for the podcast. So I send them a
Sweet.
message and that's usually how it goes. I mean, I found you um or more organically because of victims.
Oh,
Uh,
sweet. Yeah.
Mike's the homie. So
Oh, I have a funny story about Mike.
I, I'm I'm sure you got two funny stories because I heard
I
a story from him about trying to get John on that song that he featured on, and that I heard his part of the story, so I definitely need to hear your part.
yeah, so I love Victims. They're awesome. I've been listening to them forever. So the fact that we had John on the track was so sick. But I played a show last year in June with a band called Weeping Wound. And Mike was filling in on bass for them. So I
Oh,
got to meet him like face to face. We did a show in St. Louis together and then another one at the WC in Chicago. And the story that first came to mind and what his name in my phone is fucking Mike, like hyphenated. And that's because we were talking and I was like, "Oh, Nate, nice to meet you." And he put his hand out and he's like, "Oh, I'm fucking Mike." I was like,
right.
"That's so sick, fucking Mike." But yeah, and then we chopped it up and we were already, I think, talking about getting John on the track in general. So it was just like we really got to solidify everything after we talked because he's friends with our A&R Nico. So just
God.
a lot of bridges being crossed there.
Oh yeah. I heard you had some trouble getting him because he doesn't answer his phone.
It wasn't terrible. Yeah, he's definitely, he's doing his own thing, which I
Oh yeah.
respect that. I'm
Of
like
course.
that too, to some degree. But I think it was more so just like I think his bandmates would probably agree, like just making sure that he like keeps up with doing things. And he's a really special feature on this album, and I really like the song that we did together. So I wanted to make sure that we did it to the full extent. So like getting him on the music video as well was like pivotal for me. And I'm so stoked that we got him on the video as well.
I mean, dude, it's a sick song. I mean, every song I mean, every Mirrorcell song is sick at the end
Thank
of
you.
the day. But all these songs that are coming up on this album that that I've heard so far that you guys have released, all straight bangers.
Thanks, man. That's been the goal.
And of course, you know, John on there was fucking sick. Of course, like you said. Um,
I'm yeah, I'm so glad it happened the way that it did because when we wrote the song initially, we were like, this is the heavy song of the album. Like we got to make sure we get an absolute juggernaut of a vocalist if we are able to get someone to feature on this. Because at first we didn't really have a goal of getting features that just kind of came to fruition later on.
yeah.
And like we were like thinking of ideas and stuff, and then it seemed like the victims feature just kind of happened naturally, and it was like John is literally the perfect guy. Like I'm even like trying to imitate his vocal style myself in my choruses, and so the fact that we
Yeah.
got to have him was just like perfect.
Oh yeah. And Mike was like, uh, I don't know if he told you his end. He's like, dude, he's like, I heard he's like, Nate hit me up and he was like, yeah, so can you talk to John? We're getting close. And he was like, oh, shit, John. And he hits up John. He's like, John, answer your phone. He's like, oh, my bad.
Hey, once it was, I think it's hard to remember because it was kind of a while back, but it was definitely getting close to the wire on like making sure we had our masters done
Yeah.
in time, and then also too with like shooting the video itself. But I mean, once I sent fucking Mike on him, it
Yeah.
was like we got it
Dude,
back the next day, so it was
Mike
all
is
good.
like on top of things. If you ask Mike to get something done or if he wants to do something, he's like that on it. He's like,
They're
yeah, I got this.
Yeah, they're all sick. Meredith was at our show in Chicago with Weeping Wound and got to meet all of them before we even did the feature and everything. And I love them. They're great people.
Oh, they are great people. Well, let's. I like this question. It's probably one of my favorite questions, and that is, what is a fun fact about yourself? Now, I like to think of this as something you've prepped for your whole life. I mean, you went to elementary school, middle school, high school, and at the start of new classes, they'd be like, they had the little icebreakers. They were like, stand up in the class and give us a fun fact about yourself. That was all for this podcast. You didn't know it then, but it was preordained for the podcast.
Oh shit. All
Yeah.
right, are you a time traveler?
Maybe. Give me a fun fact
Well,
about yourself.
let's see, man. Well, I guess a fun fact about me now, not because whenever I was in elementary
Oh
school, I
yeah. It was like, I
probably
like dinosaurs.
yeah, I probably was like, I can make machine gun noises with my mouth, then or something stupid. Um, but
Can you still make machine gun noises with your mouth?
maybe I might have to do that on a track.
I agree there.
That's a might be the new tech. Hidden talent for me, if I had to choose one, or I guess one, it's like I guess it's a talent, but it's also
Yeah.
not like something that people wouldn't really expect. I have a VHS tape business where my wife and I repurpose and we recreate VHS tapes. So we'll take like modern movies, convert them to VHS. We'll make the box art and everything for it. Just basically bring in some retro life into modern cinema. And yeah,
That's
that's it's
sick.
been it took a while to learn how to do it, but now it's honestly full time. It's it takes the same amount of time as it does for this band and my job. So yeah, that's I guess a hidden talent.
That's awesome. What's
Thank
your
you.
what's your favorite thing you've done for that? I thought my cat got into a box.
Oh man, just mischievous little guys.
They are tonight.
Favorite one. Recently, I remade a Night of the Demons. It's a 80s horror movie
Yeah.
VHS one. That one was really fun. I did this really cool one for Perfect Blue where we got a whole bunch of like blue like VHS shells that we just acquired through collecting, and we spool swapped them and everything, and now we have like Perfect Blue VHS tapes but with a blue VHS tape. So that one would probably be the first one that comes to mind.
When I think of blue VHS tapes, the only thing I can think of that I've ever seen that was blue was Blue's Clues.
Those were a couple of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. We buy big media palettes, so we'll get like thousands of VHS tapes. And yeah, we found a lot of those and like Rugrats and shit like that.
That's awesome. I recently got a VHS tape from uh my homie Paxton, who does the vocals for Bro Job.
Oh, sick.
And he brought me a Banjo Kazooie like in-store demo tape for VHS.
Damn.
So cool.
That's
I haven't
probably
gotten
worth
to
some
play it.
money.
I haven't gotten to play it yet. Um, I gave him a Yoko Ono vinyl record.
Hey man, I personally wouldn't trade that, but
He was like, "I got this for you, dude," and I was like, "Well, I got you a cool record that I know you'll think is ridiculous."
that's so sick. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
that Banjo Kazooie one might be worth some money, man. You might be sitting on some gold.
Oh yeah. I've got, and he brought me a DS Lite too. I was like, dude, you're spoiling me here.
That's awesome. That's so sick.
So now I have two DSs. Neither of them work in one way or the other, but I will fix that.
You know, we got a tour coming up, and I was debating on getting a Steam Deck
Oh,
or just getting a Nintendo DS because, or like a Switch or something. My mom has a Switch, but I'm going back and forth. I'm like, do I spend the $700 and get a Steam Deck, or do I try to find a Nintendo Switch or a DS even on like
get
Facebook
the
Marketplace?
you
Get
get
that?
it's the ROG Ally.
All right, cool. Yeah, I was looking at that in the Valve.
I like this so much more than I like the Steam Deck. Like I've tried them both, but this I take it with me everywhere.
Okay, yeah, I got to be gaming on the go. So,
Oh yeah. I mean, I've been playing Elden Ring on that thing recently because
oh,
like
nice.
I want to replay through Elden Ring, and I never played through the DLC because I was lazy. Um, so now I have the opportunity to go back and play through it all, and you can use mods like you do on a regular PC.
Nice.
Epic Game Store. Uh, that's the only other one I can think of.
Souls and like Soulsborne and Souls
Yeah.
likes are my favorite genre of games to play. I'm running through my second playthrough of Silent Hill F right now, which I know is like a survival horror, but I
How
have I have Hell is Us next on my like queue of games I want to play.
I've not played that yet. How is Silent Hill F? I heard it was not very. It's it's Silent Hill in type of game it is, but not Silent Hill in terms of like it being a Silent Hill game. Like it's a good game, but it's
Yeah,
not a Silent Hill game. That makes
dude, I love it honestly. Especially if you just like, because I had finished playing the remake, and so now I'm like
I
going
still
through
haven't
this.
played that one.
Oh, it's amazing. It's so good. Finally got my guitarist Devin on playing the original one and the
Yeah.
remake. Um, but I really like it, to be honest. I mean, I love like the old like Asian like history stuff that is like the mythology like kind of shit.
Yeah.
But this one, like the
Okay.
story is really good. It's gruesome. I think a lot of people are complaining that it's too like combat focused, but I honestly like that coming from like a Souls background. Like, I think part of the survival horror stuff that makes it fun for people is like when you're in situations where you can't fight back, like trying to like outmaneuver, outsmart like certain things. And like, yeah, I like that too. But I also like Dead Space where I can fucking stomp on
Yeah.
everything and beat the shit out of everything. In Silent Hill, you can kind of do that.
Yeah.
The stamina bar is kind of like weird, but for the most part, I mean, I'm having a great time. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, so
Okay. And you're used to stamina bars. You like Souls-like games.
exactly. Yeah, I like being able to swing back.
Yeah. Um, I really enjoyed Hades 2. That was a
I
fun game.
I've heard that's a good one. I've heard that's one that I need to check out.
Um, I started playing it like October of last year. Just whenever I had time, and finished it in December, and I was like, this is a fantastic game.
Is that an RPG or is it like
It's like
what?
you know how the Binding of Isaac is like a roguelike.
Yeah,
It's like Binding of Isaac in terms of like you go to different rooms and you pick up stuff that you use for your run. But it's got like, it's got like the Souls elements where you're fighting a bunch of enemies and then you fight the boss at the end of the area.
sick. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was gonna pick that one up, but then my the bassist in my band got me into Path of Exile, so I just
Oh,
lost
he
my
he
life a
got
little
you.
bit.
Yeah, he got you addicted. He got you into
Yeah,
Apex.
I know. I'm coming from a Diablo background
Oh,
and a
yeah.
Destiny 2. Like I was deep into D2. So now I'm just like I can't have another game like this where I obsess and grind.
See, I was really into D1, but D2 I could just never get into. And then my buddies finally they finished the final shape and they went, I'm not playing this shit again.
That's literally what happened to me. I I was so on and off with it forever. Um I was in like different clans and stuff like that. I took it seriously. Like I love that game. I like they always have that like one DLC that just looks so good. Like for me, it was Witch
Yeah.
Queen. Like that pulled me back in. I was like, oh yeah, like I'm fucking back in Destiny. And then yeah, played Final Shape. And like after that, I just like put the controller down. I was like, I'm done playing it. It's just
Yeah.
not fun anymore.
Well, the new one's like leaning heavily into a whole Star Wars vibe. They got lightsabers and
Yeah. Which
I'm like, what?
at first it was tempting. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, they might just when I think I'm out, they pulled me back in.
Yeah.
Like but I was like, no, I was like, I can't succumb to it. I gotta keep playing new games
All
or
right.
else that's gonna be it.
Did you play Destiny Rising on the phone?
I didn't. No, is it good?
It's it's not half bad, and I mean you can play it with a controller, so it's like Destiny if it had like Genshin Impact gotcha style,
Hmm.
character collection.
I heard they added like a whole bunch of like cool subclasses and stuff on there that like should 100% be in the base, like in the actual game. And
Oh
people are
yeah,
like,
for
why
sure.
is there some way cooler shit on this mobile game?
I know. I'm like, "Oh, who did you develop this for again? Because clearly this should have gone into this instead.
Right. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it, man.
Dude, and I mean Fortnite keeps trying to pull me back in with these collaborations with South Park now.
Yep. Yep.
And they did a whole Simpsons season. I'm like, ooh, I really do like the Simpsons.
They almost got me with Bob's Burgers. I was like,
Yes.
I might have to log in and at least buy the Bob skin.
But I played one match during the Simpsons season and I went, fuck this game and turned it
Yeah.
off. I was like, I'm not playing this anymore.
Yeah, I haven't played like an extraction shooter or like a battle royale in forever. Like I had like friends I was playing with all the time for stuff like that, and it's just life has just gone on. I just can't.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't want to like load in solo and stuff too because I really wanted to get into Arc Raiders, but I just don't have anyone to play with.
I've heard it's good, but I was like, oh, extraction shooter. I have a bad if I like it too much, I'll be stuck on it for 3 months and then I won't want to play anything else.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, I'm the same way.
Well, of course, I have a fun question for you, courtesy of Google, because Google has some good ones today. Uh, if you could have any fictional character's wardrobe, whose would it be?
Any fictional character's wardrobe? Do I also get to like look like them?
No, you just get their clothes.
I just get their clothes. Oh
You
man,
get to look
that
all dripped out, but
okay.
you can't get like Goku stuff and get like his hair and
Uh well,
yeah,
my first thought was V from Devil May Cry,
that is
but
such a great choice.
because he's dripped to the
Oh,
nine, man.
oh, yeah.
He's phenomenal, and that was my question. Like, do I get to be as cut and as jacked as him, and like have the cool hair? But if not, I'm gonna look like a dude just wearing affliction shirts. Um, I mean, yeah, fuck it. I'm picking V from Devil May Cry.
That's a
That's
good choice.
sick.
Did
Or
you watch
Matthew
the
Mc.
anime?
No, I didn't. No,
I watched the first episode. I'm like, this is good.
no.
And I got like, then I woke up and I was on episode 7. I'm like, I don't even know how I got here.
Oh no, yeah, it's one of those sleeping shows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've been doing that with a lot of shows recently. I'm like, oh, this is good. Just fall
Oh,
asleep. I'm like, clearly something's not connecting between me and these shows
yeah,
anymore.
exactly.
If I had to pick some, I'd pick the Belmont, Simon Belmont, or no. Who's the cool dripped Belmont from the second Castlevania game?
Oh yeah. Shit,
He's
man.
the one with Alucard.
Yeah, I just played I think it was on like PS3, the Castlevania 2 one.
Yeah, Trevor Belmont. Yeah.
Trevor Belmont. Yeah, that's a good choice. That's a good choice.
He's got some sick drip.
Yeah, man. We're just picking the two gothic guys.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, we'd be the coolest kid at the party.
I might just have to start dressing like that in general. I don't
Oh
know
yeah.
what's stopping me, man. I guess I just got to grow out my hair now. So
Yeah, you gotta grow it down. About right there, right?
yeah, yeah, and get a little cane or something.
Yeah. And what is his hair color? Isn't it like a form of gray? It's,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. No, it's black. And that's right.
Oh,
That's
V. Yeah, V's is black.
Virgil and Dante's are white.
Yeah, Virgil's is white. I think it's black at one point, and then it
Yeah,
turns white, and then I think Dante or
that was Dante.
no, that was Dante. Virgil's the one who, yeah, yeah.
Now, I know people don't like this game, but I did like the Devil May Cry reboot game that they made.
Do you are you talking about the fifth one, DMC5,
No,
or
it came out before DMC 5. It was DMC
yeah?
Devil May Cry. It was
Hmm.
supposed to be a reboot for the series, and people hated it. And I was like, actually, this game's kind of fun.
I did not play that surprisingly, but I definitely need to. I played DMC5 last year and I had a really good time.
I played the first level, and then I spent way too long trying to beat that boss at the beginning, so I could get the uh quick ending
Oh yeah. Hmm.
where you just kill him and it goes, okay, that's the end of the game. What can you say? You killed the boss in the first minute.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot they like really punish you in it so that you don't do that.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to some music questions because that's what we're here for. I mean, well, kinda.
Yeah.
Of course. Let's start with I like this question. So think of this as your superhero origin story, if you will. I want you to take me as far back as you want to, as far back as you can, to your first like meaningful encounter with music and how it progressed to where you are today.
All right. First meaningful encounter with music. Um, One that definitely comes to mind that I'm really fond of is when I was about probably 13 years old. I was a freshman in high school. That's all I remember. So maybe 13, 14. Um, my mom took me to go see the Pixies and
Okay.
like grew up listening to the Pixies and stuff because of her. And I just remember that being like so cool that like my mom was taking me to a concert. Because I think before that, like at that point, I had gone to concerts.
Yeah.
Like I went to like some like festivals or whatever that had like a bunch of rock bands and shit, and like those were like super fun because I was going with my friends. But
Yeah.
it was really cool to be able to go like to an actual event or something like that with my mom, especially over like an artist that we both like bond over and stuff.
That's Dude, the Pixies is a great like big concert.
It was, dude, it was fucking sick. And they played for like 2 hours. I mean, it was just awesome. I
Did they
just
have any
remember like,
breaks?
huh?
Did they have any breaks?
I'm sure they did. It was just I just remember it being like a long concert, but it didn't feel long. Like they just
Yeah,
played so much material.
I
And
feel that
that was
every concert.
yeah, I know. It kind of goes both ways. Yeah, as I think I went and saw Foo Fighters like when I was like 15 or 16 years old, and I
Yeah.
remember it being like the longest concert of my life. I was like, they're still playing. I was like, can we go? Holy shit! Like Foo Fighters rock, but like, come on, man, I'm so fucking tired.
Dude, I bet. They do play a long set. I'm like, this is kind of Dave, do you get tired?
Well, he had broken his foot
Yeah.
prior to it, so he was just sitting on this fucking like sick ass throne that they built for him. I was like, that's tight, man. Like I might just need to do that without breaking my foot.
Yeah, I know. Just sitting on a throne like this, just
I would love that. Yeah. That's
it would look
genius.
pretty sick.
I just want to be lording over everybody.
Yeah, that would be at least like a cool like opening gimmick type of thing.
Yeah, especially if I'm dressed up like V,
Oh yeah,
100%.
1000%.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But yeah, seeing Pixies for sure.
okay. I gotta say, my like first big concert was Bon Jovi, and
Hell yeah, brother.
that my aunt was dating the drummer at the time.
That's so sick. Wait, hold up. Your
Yeah.
aunt was dating the drummer?
Uh-huh.
Were you able to sit like side stage, or you just got like free tickets to go
We
see him?
got free tickets and then we went backstage afterwards.
Whew.
It
That's
was
sick. How old were you?
whatever seventh grade is.
Okay, rad.
Because
That's a
I
nice
remember
one.
my teacher my history teacher liked rock music, so I told her about it and she was like, "That's awesome." I was like, "Yeah, it is."
That's sick, man. Yeah, I think my first concert, it was like a festival event thing. So I got to see like POD, Hailstorm, Hollywood Undead, like a whole bunch of like bands I fucked with at the time.
What was it, Warp Tour?
It was a thing called Point Fest up in St. Louis.
Okay.
Um, but I mean, I went to like every Warp Tour after that as well. The Warp Tour was that would also be probably another one for me because that was very pivotal and like seeing all the bands that I loved like in one spot, like it
Yeah.
just like cemented in my brain like this is what you got to do.
Oh yeah. Well, let's move a little forward. Let's move into how you got into, you know, being the badass vocalist you are today.
You're too kind. You're too kind. Um, well, I mean, I didn't really think I was gonna be a vocalist per se in the beginning. I was obsessed with the guitar. Um,
People who
yeah,
the vocalists start out.
I love guitar. I had a little drum set as well, so I'd play drums. Wasn't really that good at that though. Um, and yeah, I thought if I was gonna have any hand in music at any point, like if I was gonna be in a band whenever I was young, it was just gonna be playing guitar or bass or something.
Yeah.
And then the first band I ever, I guess, kind of tried out for, they already had like 3 or 4 guitarists. So
Crazy.
it was like, well, I guess if you know how to do vocals, you could be the vocalist because we don't have a vocalist. And I was like, well, I mean, I scream a little bit of Slipknot here and there. Like, I guess I could give it a shot. And then, yeah, I just, that's kind of like where it started for me. And then it was just like, once I had like my first show, I think my first show, I was probably like 16 or 17 years old. And like being on stage, like as the front man, that's where it was like, okay, like I think I'm a singer. Like I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like maybe I'll play guitar and sing or whatever. But I was like, if I'm gonna actually be in a band, I guess I'm probably gonna be a vocalist. It was just fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, let's talk about Mirrorcell itself. How how did how did this come about?
So Mirrorcell started kind of like mid COVID. Um, I was doing some stuff and just like some other metalcore bands here in Kansas City. Wasn't really going anywhere, kind of like, just kind of staying local or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Um, and those bands were kind of like, because COVID was, basically like every band was going on hiatus like during the COVID times because you couldn't do anything.
No.
So the band and like the groups that I was a part of, it just like wasn't really going to go anywhere, and it was looking like it was at its end. So I had started writing music with my now friends, Caleb Fryhot, who used to be in the Funeral Portrait, and
That's
hit and Ben McGinnis, and they have a studio out in St. Louis. So I was kind of writing remotely with them for a while because we had some mutual friends that were also writing music with them, and I was listening to those songs that they produced, and I was like, these are sick. Like, this is the type of stuff like I want to be working on or I want to be writing. So I hit them up. We started writing music. It just going back and forth remotely, obviously because of COVID and everything. Started getting some tracks together, and it was looking like, at first I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just kind of doing it for fun. So like I was writing some like heavy darko sounding stuff, and then I was also writing some like 80s synth like pop wave shit. So it was just like I was just trying to just make music to make music. I didn't really have a goal in mind at that point. um and it was looking like at first I was going to just do like a solo project or whatever as like a name or whatever. It wasn't going to be a band.
yeah.
And then we ended up writing Bleach. It was like the third or fourth song we had written together, and it was like after we wrote that, I was like, okay, this should be a band. Like, this has potential. Like, I think this can be something if we try. So yeah, that's kind of basically where it started. We released a couple of singles. They did pretty well. Got noticed by In Vogue, got picked up by them. And then yeah, the rest has been kind of history.
That's right. Well, that's great, man. And of course, you know, all your music is great. But we're gonna dissect the way your brain thinks a little bit. I want you to give me your favorite song that you've written and why, and your least favorite song you've written and why.
Ooh.
Because just because you like, you may like everything that you've put out, but you know that there's a tier list where there's one at the top, and there's unfortunately got to be one at the bottom.
Yeah. And this is pertaining specifically to released songs, right?
Um, yeah, we'll say for release songs
I would
'cause
say
I don't
I'd
want
say
to spoil anything.
yeah, it's probably unfair to pick a song that never saw the light of day or that we scrapped. Because there was one of those on this album cycle for sure. My
We'll get to that in a second then.
oh no. Airing out the documents. So my favorite song that we have written, trying to think. I really like Euphoria. It's really fun. It's really energetic. It's really weird. And I really like the vocal melody on it. It was like way out of my comfortability zone as far as like being a vocalist and like type of stuff I was singing at the time.
Yeah.
And that really helped me like break a mold and start experimenting more with my voice. So I guess my answer would be that. I also really like the music video that I did for it. My wife's in it as well, which is really cool. So the whole process for that song I have fond memories of. But if I had to pick two, it'd probably be that or Otherside as far as the ones I like singing and performing.
Yeah.
My least favorite song,
I'm excited to hear this one.
it would probably be one of the older ones. So probably Zombie or Drown Me for two
Okay.
reasons. One, the first reason is like they're cool songs. I still like them. I still like listening to them. But they're so old and they were written so long ago that I'm just like, that shit doesn't exist to me anymore. Like I'm already thinking like I'm thinking about this album and like the
Yeah.
stuff to come. So it's like if like we added that to a set list or something, I'd be like, oh, okay, here, let's run this one. But yeah, that, and then also like we've played a handful of shows now, and those songs were in those older set lists, and so
Yeah.
like I'm just ready to perform the new stuff, so that's why.
Oh, for sure. Now, between the two, if you had to add one to a set list, which one would you prefer to have on the set list?
Between Drown Me or Zombie.
Yeah.
um oh fuck, that's tough because Zombie, it's so like, because the rhythm of it, it's such a like keep
Yeah.
going kind of tempo. So we've had a lot of positive crowd reaction to that song because people are like, yeah, 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 like this is hype.
Yeah.
But Drown Me, the breakdown, like where it's like super like ambient right before the super long scream.
Yeah.
I've had so much fun making people do Walls of Death during that part.
Ooh,
Uh,
so that's really tough.
yeah,
The wall of death or just go, go, go.
yeah, I think I'd pick Drown Me.
Okay.
Um, I think I've played Zombie live more than I have Drown Me. So if I had to pick one, it would probably be based off that fact because I haven't got to play Drown Me as much. And it's a fun song. Like it was the first song I ever wrote with Caleb and Ben. So like I have some attachment with it because I'm like, this was the one that started it.
Yeah. Well, then that leads us to our third fun question about songs. And what is the hardest song to perform live?
Fuck, man. Hardest one.
And
Uh
without spoiling, do you have an even harder one on the new record?
um Not really. I think the hardest one to perform, honestly, and it's not that it's hard to perform. It would, my choice would be Ichi, but not that it's hard to
Yeah.
sing.
No.
It's hard in the fact that it's hard. Like it's
Yeah.
a hard ass song. So my inner like, you know, fucking like mosher comes out
Yeah.
during that song where like I just want to like throw hands and throw spin kicks and honestly gas myself out.
Yeah.
And by the time we cut it on that song and it's over, and then I have to like get ready to sing Love Bomb or something that like actually takes some vocal tenacity,
Yeah.
I'm like fucking dying because I just am an idiot and I don't know how to like stop myself from hardcore dancing or like jumping around and just being crazy or going monkey mode, as we like to say.
Oh yeah.
Uh, so it would be that one because I don't have restraint and I can't stop myself from going crazy.
Okay.
And I've a lot of people know through history that I've hit the mic on my head too many
Yeah.
times, and now there's like a little bit of like scarring and stuff, and so probably that one. It's probably for my own mental security that we just stop playing that one.
Fair enough. Well, now that we've talked about songs in general, let's talk about the writing process for this new record. What take me through how you would write a Mirrorcell song.
Yeah, it's pretty simple, honestly. I so this it was weird because we recorded Supernova and Euphoria before we even knew that we were doing an album. Like we had already like written those songs by the time we were releasing Bleach and Dissolve and a couple other tracks. And that was around the time that we started talking to like record labels and stuff too. So it was like we had these songs demoed that we were showing, and so it was like we already had like a percentage of the album kind of done and the idea and like direction and like what we were going to do. So when it came time to actually like getting in a room with Caleb and Ben and like writing it, it wasn't that difficult because we already had a foundation of like the sound of the album, because Euphoria and Supernova like kind of encapsulate like the vibe that we're going for with like the mainstream appeal, but also like the weird like
Yeah.
influential, like I don't even know how to describe it, like noisy stuff that we're doing as well.
Yeah.
So the writing process, I went down to St. Louis for about a week or two. I just got in the room with Caleb and Ben. We workshopped a whole bunch of ideas. Um, we didn't really finish any songs. It was more so like starting and making sure we had like the ideas. And then because I'm here in Missouri and they're in St. Louis, it's like a 4-hour drive. I had to come back here and then we just kind of worked remotely at that point. Also too, this was like around the time like the band members like that is the band now were like just kind of joining and like we're making it happen. Like we had only played like 2 or 3 shows at this point, so it was like it was still just Caleb, Ben, and I. None of the members were like really writing or doing anything yet. So yeah, it was just getting in a room with them, jamming out stuff, figuring out what worked, what didn't work, and then just kind of piecing it together remotely until we had demos, and then I would go record the vocals for them and do some writing with Caleb and Ben, and that was it.
Okay. I like it. So let's talk about this record some more because I want to hear all the details about this thing. Let's start with the overarching theme here. Let's talk about the theme for the record, and then I have a really fun question that I think you'll enjoy afterwards.
Okay, for sure. Yeah.
So
So the
yeah, after you.
oh, I was gonna say, do you want me to talk about the theme?
Yeah, let's talk about the theme.
Yeah. I feel like the theme it's an amalgamation of like references and just shit that I think is cool. And
As it should be.
also as it should be, yes, exactly. There's just like a lot of metalcore records in recent years that I've tried to listen to, and I'm like, there's just like no like feeling here. I'm not trying to be like rude or whatever, but it just doesn't feel like there is something like attached with this. Like there's no, and I'm not like trying to say that every record needs to be like a concept record or something, but it just like there's no like vibe. Like the artwork doesn't match the music, or it's too formulaic, or like whatever. Like there's not, it's, I guess for lack of better words, just like forgettable. So when it came to like writing this record, not only did we want the songs to like sonically we want the songs to sonically sound really good and be strong and have really good hooks and earworms and whatever, but also too like we wanted to make something that like visually, like when you saw a certain color or a certain motif or a certain movie or whatever, like it makes you think of this record. So we went with the green theme, which I feel like was kind of like a counterpart to like Typo Negative in a
Yeah,
way. It
that's
was
what
like
I
when
was
you
thinking.
exactly, yeah, when you think of Typo, you think of that green. Um, Another band that I'm really fond of in recent years is called Split Chain. They're like a
Yeah,
shoegazy rock band. They're sick. I
great
actually
live.
great, yeah. I haven't got to see them live, but I got to see. I follow them on Instagram, so I see their stuff. But when I think of them, I think of the Blue.
Yeah,
So that was kind of the same like ideas I was trying to cook up with this record. It was like I want there to be an overall color and theme for this, and everything's got to match it. That's why all like the cover work, like cover artwork is the same. So all the videos are like the same tint of green.
yeah,
And and yeah, and it felt like whenever we were writing the song, it felt very
green.
like it felt very green, but
Yeah,
it felt very akin to like David Fincher films or Wong Kar-wai films. Just that like kind of like neo noir kind of feel
yeah,
to it. So that was a huge influence whenever we were writing it and like trying to kind of make these like ambiguous stories for the songs. Um, and that's ultimately where I settled on naming it. Like I wanted it to have a very like movie-esque title. And so
yeah,
whenever I thought of like old neo noir films or films in general that are kind of in the same world that we're building here,
yeah.
that's where Long Nights and Lovescape came about. So I was like, that sounds cool. That rolls off the tongue well, and that like, it sounds like you're in a city at night, and like there's just a whole vibe.
It's like a green Sin City, and
That is a you summed it up in fucking 4 words better than my whole explanation. I should have just said that.
and I mean that is a great film,
Fantastic.
great comic too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The bassist and I are obsessed with that movie. Zack Snyder directed it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. I didn't really like the second one, honestly, but the first one was amazing.
the second one feels weird because it's like I think it's supposed to be like a prequel and a sequel, from what I understand, and I can't. you just kind of don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, it's really hard to follow.
At least
But
with the first one, you're like, yeah, I know what's going on. And then the
yeah,
second one, you're like, okay, I see Jessica Alba. That's
yeah,
about
exactly.
all I understand. Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis, yep. But
I,
yeah,
I know these people.
yeah, it's basically a Green Sin City. There you go.
Yeah. Well, now I have to ask because this. Did you want to ask a question? No? Okay, that's cool. You made me forget what my question was. Gotta love pets, man. Well, let's talk about, dude, I got so many questions here. Oh, I got this. What song off the record do you think uh really sums up the record in and of itself? I know you said Euphoria. Is that the one you're gonna stick with?
Yeah, I think overall, Euphoria is the one that has like everything in it. It has all the weird technical stuff that we're doing throughout the record, but it also has like the absolute like atmosphere like in one song. Um, it's got the heavy too, it's got the pretty chorus, it's got the shoegazy parts, it's got like the weird vocoder open sections
Yeah.
as well. So I think that Euphoria would definitely be the one. I think that's why we wanted to have it second to last as well.
Yeah.
Because it just feels that, and then the song that comes afterwards are like the closers. Like it's,
Oh yeah. They hit.
but I would say, yeah, I would say that or Otherside, honestly.
Okay. Um, Give me one lyric from the record that you just feel in your bones every time you hear it.
Hmm.
I know there's a lot of lyrics as records do have, but
Oh man, it's like one of those questions where like, because I'm on the spot, I'm just blanking. I'm like, I
hey.
don't remember any of the lyrics. Um,
I feel that though.
I'm trying to think of like a serious one, but I mean, honestly, it's Supernova. Just saying we're going Supernova. It's
I,
so
I
like,
would feel that every time too.
it's just like whenever we sing or practice it, we're like, we're going Supernova. I'm like, yeah, like, I don't know, we're just going Supernova. It's just,
That lyric goes hard.
thank you.
I mean, let's be honest. If you're playing a video game or something, sometimes you just want to go supernova on some bitches.
Exactly. That you get it. You get
Yeah.
it. Thank
It's
you. Yep, that's
it's
my
like
pick. That's my one.
DMC right there.
Yeah, you gotta go Supernova, man.
Or what is the thing that they do when they get their bar all the way up in DMC? Not
Oh, yeah, like the ult that they do
Yeah.
basically. I don't remember
That's
what it was called.
that's what I think of when I think going supernova.
Exactly. Yeah, you're just fucking you're throwing your alt, man.
Absolutely. Well, now we have to talk about some of your merch stuff because this merch is cool and I felt like I needed to bring it up. Who did the merch designs and how'd you guys come up with the merch designs for this new record? Or
Well,
the con
first, yeah, the concept.
Yeah.
Well, first off, thank you. Second, I'm glad you like this merch because I feel like we have the coolest designs right now in the vault for this tour that we're about to do.
Okay.
Uh, so it's like when I look at those merch designs, I'm like, those are cool, but just wait till they see what else we got. um,
You teasing me is what you're
I a
saying.
little bit. We had to part ways with some of those. But yeah, so my friend Kai Blackwell, or his name is Label 13 or something like that on Instagram. He's done merch and other stuff for Psycho Frame, for Moodring, for like a bunch of other bands and stuff. He's super talented, very amazing. He's actually the one who helped design the cover artwork for the album. We took like an original photo from a photographer in France named Carol. I'm gonna butcher her last name, so I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. We
I
bought the
feel that.
rights. We bought the rights to her photo, and then that's like I had Kai basically kind of revamp it with the green and give it like the treatment to make it look like a record. Um, but he's the one who designed all of our merch. He also designed a lot of the stuff that we have coming up too. He's amazing. He's just the goat. And I'm sorry, what was the other question?
What was my other question? I was really into the
Oh, the concept.
oh yeah, the concept behind the merch.
Yeah, it was just, I mean, it was kind of the same as like writing the album. We just wanted stuff that complemented the music. So like the other side one being like super wispy and kind of Y2K looking. I feel like that song, like the music video is very much like that with how retro and weird it looks. So
Yeah.
just like little stuff like that. And then
And
the
the dude, I like the my favorite of the merch set has to be the Deadly Duo t-shirt.
oh yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
got some like it's almost got like a Pulp Fiction like, Yakuza vibe to it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a great way of putting it. And yeah, like in the music video for Euphoria, like we have like the guns out and stuff, and we're doing
Yeah.
the recreation of the like scene from Fallen Angels. And yeah, so like that merch was kind of like a reference to that as well.
Okay. Well, I love all the merch and I can't wait to see what you got when you go on tour.
Yeah, man.
You're
Hopefully we sell
playing
all of
on
it.
my
But if
birth you're playing on my birthday, funny enough.
oh really, what date?
You're playing the Virginia date on my birthday.
Oh dang. Are we going near you? Where are you from?
You are, but I won't be here. I'll be in a different country for that week.
Oh wow. Well,
Yeah.
have fun. Safe travels.
You. Yeah, you guys will be in Chapel Hill on the 24th, and I'll be not here.
Okay, so you're from North Carolina? Is that where
Yeah,
Chapel Hill is? Yeah.
yeah, that's where I live. I'm
Awesome. Yeah.
originally from West Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
Oh, that's right. Take me home, country road.
That's sick. Yeah, I'm excited for Chapel Hill. I got some family that's out there too, so
I
I'm
mean, in the
excited.
venue that you guys have for it, the local 506, it's a
Yeah,
it's a good venue.
never played there. I'm super excited.
You'll love it. It's not my favorite venue in North Carolina. I think Chapel of Bones is probably my favorite.
That's
But
sick. That's a hard name.
dude, it's such a sick name. I think it's in Raleigh. So,
Okay, yeah.
dude, that venue's they got bones on the walls and stuff, and I was like, they really
Any
feed the theme.
are there any good food spots I should hit up while we're there if we have time?
Oh, I'll have to get back to you on that. I'll send you
Okay.
a couple.
I'm
Uh,
trying to like curate a list right now, just like if like places within the vicinity of the venue that we're staying at, as we won't be able to
yeah,
travel out too far, obviously.
of course. I'll send you some recommendations.
Okay, sick. Yep.
Uh,
Thank you.
let's be honest, musicians, I say this all the time. Musicians are really just foodies with an excuse.
True. That is honestly the thing I'm the most excited about with this tour is to just be able to try different foods in different areas. Because I'm from the Midwest. Like
Oh yeah.
we don't have anything out here. So to be able to eat some like actual probably good seafood or something, which that might be risky. I don't know. It's just I'm excited. But who
I,
am I kidding? We'll probably just be eating at Quick Trip and Bucky's and whatever.
oh yeah. So there's this new gas station. It opened up uh about 45 minutes from my house. It's called Racetrack. Never heard of it before, but they've got some good food. They have pizza and excuse me, pizza. They got chicken tenders. They got
Okay.
like the sandwiches and stuff that you can't, but their chicken tenders and pizza are like hot and fresh.
Ooh, so is it like a, oh, you said it's like a gas station. Okay. So I
Yeah.
was thinking of like a restaurant.
No, it's a gas station, but it's got good food. I'm like, wow, this is like I would argue it's better than Quick Trip.
Okay. All right. Well,
So
if we have time, man, and I see it, we're definitely stopping by.
I know you guys I don't know if there's many of them, but I do know there's like a few. And then of course there's always a Sheets near Chapel Hill. So
Never had cheats, so I'm excited
oh
for it.
well that's where you gotta go then.
Okay. Thank you. Now I'll know. All right.
It's made to order food, so you can order just about everything.
Sick. All right. That's gonna
I
be my
get
one.
I get
I'll send you my rating
yeah,
afterwards.
I do need to hear the rating. they got a mozzarella like chicken sandwich. So it's chicken, like marinara sauce, mozzarella cheese, mozzarella sticks on top, all in a sandwich. And it,
My
dude,
thighs are
good.
screaming just hearing that.
It's so good. And thankfully there's not like a Sheets nearby, otherwise I'd probably eat it every day.
Yeah,
The closest Sheets is like an hour and a half away from my house. So I
probably for
get
the
it.
best.
Yeah, I get it on the occasion when I have to drive all the way out to Raleigh or Greensboro.
That's amazing. Yeah. And we have a couple spots like that here too, where like if we lived right next door to it, like game over. There's this
Oh
one
yeah.
pastry shop that's in Overland Park, and it's we go there quite often. But I just know that if we lived next to it, I would be definitely 100 pounds heavier.
Oh yeah. Dude, I like I said, musicians are just foodies with a purpose.
Exactly. Yeah, that's my whole goal, honestly.
Well, we talked about your music some. Let's talk about music you like. Now, I like to phrase this question as it's not music you're embarrassed by necessarily, unless you're embarrassed to tell people you like to listen to a certain kind of music. In that case, I need to hear that because that's funny.
Okay.
Um,
Yep.
but
Definitely got those.
I call it guilty pleasures of music. And maybe you're not embarrassed by listening to anything you listen to, and that's okay. But let's be honest. You got some music that people probably wouldn't expect you to listen to. So I want to hear about that.
Okay. Um, well, off the top of my head, especially with like writing this record and pulling influences from like other places, I was listening to a lot of um like shoegazy, like as far as new music goes, I was listening to like Narrowhead, Split Chain was a good one, Loathe, obviously. Like as far as that, but those aren't really like things that people would be like surprised.
Yeah.
Um, uh, I'm trying to think of bands. I'm The Prodigy was huge for us on this record too. We used a lot of like samples and stuff, and like percussional like drum beats and whatever, kind of similar
Yeah.
to what they do. Them and like Atari Teenage Riot. Um, but as far as artists go,
Like, are you secretly a big Swiftie?
I don't, not really, honestly, no, I can't lie. Um, I always try to give things the benefit of the doubt.
Oh yeah.
But
I'll
I mean,
listen to anything at least once.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm a huge Bjork fan. That's
Ooh,
like no secret to
that's
anyone who's close to me.
Bjork is
Um,
amazing.
yeah, I guess that might be one because like when you look at a guy like me, you probably don't think that, but I mean that
Does
um
Bjork think that metalheads listen to Bjork as much as they do? Because I find that a lot of metalheads and metal musicians and rock musicians listen to Bjork. Do you think Bjork knows that?
I don't even know, man.
Like that's
She she probably is just on a different planet at all times.
Oh yeah, I mean she kind of is a completely different planet.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I really like
Like
Bjork.
Maynard from Tool. He's
Yeah,
on a different
exactly,
planet too.
dude. I mean, Tool's another one too. Uh, listening, we were listening to a lot of the Amo record by Bring Me whenever
That
we
is
were
such
writing
a
a
good
couple of.
record.
It is. It's a really good one. That record honestly doesn't get enough credit. Like a lot of people obviously go back and talk about Sempiternal and the big ones and everything, but that record was just so slept on.
Oh yeah, I think they're not their newest record. I think their newest record did better than the prior record, but I think the prior record doesn't get a lot of hype either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Post-Human Survival, the first one.
That one I liked. But Alma
Parasite
was
Eve.
yeah. Yeah, I just remember like growing up and like working in retail stores whenever That's the Spirit came out. And it was like it's cool. I really like it. Like there's some absolute bangers on there. But then once Amo came out after that, I was like, this is the one. This one bangs, guys. And everyone was like, no, it's too like, you
It's too
know,
poppy.
too popular. I'm like, that's why it's better. Like,
Yeah.
but whatever.
And I
But
mean, Mantra is on it.
oh,
And that is literally one of my favorite songs by them.
mhm. There's a song on our record that hasn't come out yet. It will be out on the 20th of February. It's called Hurt Me. And we were like really into nihilistic blues whenever we wrote that song. We were like, this is the kind of vibe we want to go for. So I'm excited for people to hear that one and probably hate
uh, I'm sure they'll love it.
it.
Well,
We'll
I
see.
will. Did you listen to the lo-fi versions of their songs that they put out?
No, I didn't. I need to be
Oh,
better at doing that because
good.
I really got into Thornhill lately, and I know that
Those are good.
they just did a remix album basically of like all their songs. And I have not listened to that yet, so I need to go back and I need to check that out.
Yeah, I'm like, you'll listen to it and you'll be like, you start singing along to the like little ding 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 ding.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, dude, I could listen to this all day. It's so
Some like lo-fi girl chill stuff. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But if Ollie Sykes was the, character on the screen.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah, as far as like weird music, I don't know, probably like fucking sleigh bells or something. I guess I don't really think music can be a guilty pleasure.
of
Like I
course
listen to all kinds of stuff, and like I'm not afraid to admit it.
there's look it up on YouTube. It's called Hardcore Remix Polka.
I'll have
It
to check that out.
it is the most ridiculous thing ever. I blew out speakers on a chair, like on a little, those gaming chairs you used to sit in the floor that would rock back and forth.
Yeah.
I blew out the speakers in one, listening to that and chocolate salty balls from South Park. Because I'd
That's
have that
awesome.
on full blast just to annoy the absolute piss out of everybody.
Yep.
It would go do 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 do,
That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely have to check this out.
and it's just polka music with like house beats blaring at the end of it, punching you in the face.
Yeah, some like electric cowboy kind of stuff.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Well, now that we've talked about other people's music, I know you've talked a little bit about who has influenced you, but I want to pose this question to you. What are three non-musical influences that has influenced your music?
Oh my God. Trying to get me in trouble. Um,
By the way, I've been looking at that La La Land poster in the background. That's awesome.
oh yeah.
I love
Thank
that.
you. Yeah, I got a couple of them. I got a signed Pretty Woman poster over
Oh,
here as
what?
well. Signed by Richard Gere and Julia Roberts. So it
Where
was my
did you say you live
grandpa's.
again? I'm gonna have to come and take that.
Yeah, I can't tell you. Yeah, I got a La La Land one there, and then my wife got me a Blue Velvet one for Christmas this year, so I got those hanging up.
That's awesome.
Um, but as far as like non-musical influences, I mean, really,
It's an odd question.
I'm just trying to think of like specific individuals or like bands. Um, I'm not really too sure, honestly. I guess the safe
Spin City
answer,
for one.
yeah, Diddy. Diddy's my answer. Diddy, R. Kelly,
Yep. Those are great.
and the other
Bill
that one,
Cosby.
Bill Cosby. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he did music too. Yeah, him. Will Smith.
Yep. Dude, Will Smith is on something recently. He's
Oh my
doing a
God.
TV show now on Disney Plus, I think.
Oh, okay, so
He's going in skydive or like bungee jumping, not skydiving.
okay, cool. That's it.
That's all I noticed from the advertisement. I'm like,
Okay.
he was talking, and it was almost philosophical. I'm like, Shut up, Will Smith. And then he was like getting ready to bungee jump, and that was all I remember from it.
Okay. Yeah, he's just a cornball.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I would say movies are an influence on your music. Like
definitely.
Sin City and In the Green.
Yeah, I mean the big influence for us was Wong Kar-wai films for sure.
Yeah.
And just trying to like obviously Ichi the Killer was a big influence on the song Ichi.
Yeah.
Um and yeah, I mean just like Lynch stuff like Blue Velvet. I had trying to think of like other movies or whatever, but yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff. Chunking Express is another one that comes to mind. Just like any like vibey, mumbly kind of movie that's
Yeah.
in like a dark cityscape. That was definitely probably the influence. So
I will say the album cover for some reason, besides like a green Sin City, it reminded me of The Matrix.
that was another one too. Yeah. When we first started Mirrorcell, we were so like Matrix-esque with all the like
Yeah.
leather and stuff like that. And I think we've kind of outgrown that just a little bit. Not outgrown it, but just kind of changed
That's
for
all the food. You can't wear the leather.
true, man. True. I'm not gonna look good in pleather for sure if I keep eating like this. But it was just more so like a different motif, I think, for this record. Not that we like
Yeah.
have disbanded a certain look or whatever, but Matrix was for sure like the green aspect of
Yeah.
it. That Fight Club, like obviously I said Fincher earlier, like any type of stuff like Seven, whatever, all those films for
Evan.
sure.
I need to rewatch that.
Fantastic movie. It's probably Fincher's best, honestly.
So I decided to task myself with in the near future. Hello, son. Watching Fight Club 28 times in a row because Fred
Fred
Durst.
Durst.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I'm like he watched it about 28 times. So if I watch it exactly 28 times, maybe I'll get some sort of like answer to the universe or something. Or at least to
True.
explain why Fred Durst is the way he is, besides him being from Kings Mountain, North Carolina.
Yep. You
Um,
might you might morph into him as well. You
I
might have a soul patch by the end of your 28th watch.
Yeah, I mean, I might have he's rocking the whole Santa Claus
True.
lumberjack vibe now, so
True.
maybe I'll be a lumberjack.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's what would happen. But Fight Club's one of those movies that you kind of can watch 28 times.
Yeah, and you'll just notice something different.
Exactly. But it's just like one that you can just put on and it's a vibe. It's you can just
Kind of throw it
watch
on
it
in the background too, and it's just good background movie.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, that's an easy watch.
So,
I
since
probably have seen Fight Club about 28 times.
since we're on the topic of movies, I gotta ask, give me your top five movies of all time, because I
Okay.
know you got a list.
Oh well, yeah, I have a letterbox with my wife that we share. So
That's
we
all.
have like our top four on there. So I'll go off of those.
Okay.
Um Currently La La Land, amazing.
No,
Fantastic
I haven't
movie.
seen it all the way through yet.
Oh, that's probably for the best because I cried so hard at the end of it. My wife and I both were just like, at the end of the movie.
That
But
makes me want to watch it more now.
I know it's so good. I mean, Emma Stone, Ryan Gosling, you can't compete.
She's in that new movie Begonia.
That movie is so sick. I love Yorgos so much. I like at first it took me a while to kind of get it. Like I watched Killing
Yeah,
of a Sacred Deer, I watched The Lobster, and I was like, yeah, cool, A24 stuff, whatever.
yeah,
Um,
pretty much. Yeah,
but then whenever I saw Not Kinds of Kindness, it was the other one that he did. I am blanking on right now, his big one that
I
everyone
think I
wouldn't
know
talk.
what you're talking about, but
Oh,
names.
the one with Emma Stone, she was basically like a Bride of Frankenstein. Poor Things. When I
Yeah,
saw Poor Things, that's a phenomenal movie. I love it. I don't care what anyone says. And that was like that's when it clicked for me. I was like, I get this guy. I can speak his language now. Um,
speaking of A24, they're making an Elden Ring movie.
Dude, they better not fuck that up. That's all I'm saying.
If they
That's
fuck it
all I'm
up,
saying.
that's gonna be the end of A24.
Yeah, that's gonna be the fucking it. It's gonna be fucking Nightmare Slain.
But the director has played Elden Ring. He does actively still play it too.
It depends on what build he was running though. 'Cause if he was
That
running
is true. That is
Spellcaster,
true.
if he was running Spellcaster right off rip, man, there's gonna be some issues. He didn't get it. He didn't experience it the right way.
Listen, I like to do a good mixture of both.
Yeah.
I like to hit them with with the spells from the back, and then when they come up close, that's when I start,
Hey, I
flashing
I
them up.
I get it. All right. They added that in the game. I won't lie. Like when I played Dark Souls 1 for the first time, I did the souls glitch with the arrows and gave myself a million souls right off the bat. And I
Yeah,
cheesed the whole thing, but it's all right. I get it.
that's the
Yeah, I
only
hope
way to play that game. No, I'm just kidding.
exactly. Yeah. You gotta fight fire with fire sometimes, man.
Dark Souls 2, I just used a rapier the whole time. Just poke
No, yeah,
to death.
whole time. Perfect. Um, but yeah, top four, top five movies.
Um, well, you said 4 on your
Letterbox.
yeah, letterbox. So give me the 4.
My top four would definitely be currently at least. This is always interchangeable. La La Land, Fallen Angels, because that was like the biggest influence for this record. Um,
I'm gonna have to rewatch that.
you know what? Hold on. I'm checking right now to see what it is because I already forgot.
Where
All right,
can
our top four is La La Land, Fallen Angels, Heat, and Moonstruck.
Dude, you've got those are all banger movies.
What can I say, man?
I will say though, in my top 4, I have Inglorious Bastards up there.
I mean, that's my personal favorite Tarantino film. My wife completely disagrees.
Really?
She, yeah, she didn't really like Inglorious Bastards that much, but I think she needs to watch it for a second time, which we
Oh yeah.
both agreed, like, okay, like maybe after the second watch we'll get it. But I think she likes more like Hateful Eight.
See, that's a film that I actually enjoyed the first time, didn't enjoy the second time.
Yeah,
Of course, the second time I watched the extended version, and the extended version's almost 6 hours.
holy shit, man.
And
Yeah.
90% of it's still in the cabin, and they talk and talk. And I'm like, do you guys ever shut up? I would have killed you all too.
I mean, I love Tarantino's films. Like True Romance was another huge influence. I
Oh,
know he didn't direct that one, but he wrote it if I'm not mistaken. And
I believe so.
another one that we really like is From Dusk Till Dawn with George Clooney and
Yeah,
Tarantino in it. Amazing movie, amazing vampire movie.
it was
When I
written
was
by Tarantino. You
yeah,
right.
when I was watching, we were watching Sinners. We were like, this is just From Dusk Till Dawn, but without Tarantino sucking on Salma Hayek's foot, dude.
That is such an accurate depiction of that
Like,
film.
come on, guys. Like, what's going on here? I see Sinners is a fucking amazing movie, though. I love that movie. Michael B. Jordan killed it. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was just funny, like watching that. We're like, this is the same plot as From Dusk Till Dawn.
It absolutely is. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I mean, when you're vampires and you get stuck in a bar, it's kind of already there. But
Yeah, that is 90% of both of their plots, isn't it?
yeah, exactly.
Vampires and bars. Something about that just goes hand in hand.
Exactly. But yeah, that's my top four movies. If I had to pick a fifth one, it's not a movie, it's a TV show. It's Sopranos.
Dude,
We're watching
that's
that
an
right now,
acceptable.
and it's just taking over our lives.
I mean, Tony Soprano is just such a great character, and he's well written.
Yep.
And I kind of forget all the other characters whenever he's on screen. I'm like, yeah, that is the Sopranos right there in a nutshell.
He's the biggest piece of shit, but you're rooting for him. You
Oh,
like want him,
absolutely.
you want him to win.
And when he has the heart attack problems, and you're like, I feel kind of bad for him. Yeah,
Yeah,
he, he's a sappy piece of shit.
exactly. Yep. Yeah, we were gonna watch The Godfather the other night, and we pulled it up, and we're like, it was probably already like 8 or 9 o'clock, and
You're like, I'll
we're
watch
like,
so
we're like, holy fuck, it's 3 hours long. We're
each of
like, let's just watch Sopranos.
Dude, that I mean, good choice.
They
Have you seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Because I just
yes.
watched that like within the past 6 months,
So that's
and
yeah.
it's interesting. I won't say I disliked it, but I won't say that I liked it either.
So that was one on a rewatch. It clicked for me. That is probably my second. Like I like that in Glorious Bastards, kind of like hand in hand.
Yeah,
And then obviously like Kill Bill and stuff like that too.
of course.
Um, but that one I saw in theaters when it came out, and I just didn't really like it. I also wasn't really into films at that time like that. Like I just
Yeah,
was watching movies to just watch a movie as like at a leisure or whatever. I wasn't watching them to like study them.
yeah.
And then when I watched it for a second time with my wife, it was like this movie's so sick. Like it's just awesome. But I definitely give it a second try.
Okay.
That's at least what it did for me. I kind of have that problem too, or sometimes I'll watch a movie at first. I'm like, I don't really get it. I don't really like it. And
Yeah.
then after I watch it again, I'm like, okay, this is great.
Okay. I will give it a second rewatch. One last movie related question, and then we'll move on to some more uh fun, kind of rapid, I call it semi rapid fire questions. But did you see the new Avatar film?
I have not, man. We just watched The Abyss the other night, and we were like, we got to go on a James Cameron-a-thon and watch Avatar and all of his other films.
So, you've seen the first Avatar.
Yes. Yeah, I've
Have you
seen the
seen the
first one.
second one?
I probably watched the second one when I was a kid or something on like
Second one
DVD.
came out a couple years ago.
Oh, okay. Then no, I probably didn't. I probably just saw the first one. That's it.
Okay. So, the third film is if you take the plot from the first film, take the plot from the second film, and you just shoved it together, it makes the third film. And I'm like, I don't know how it's almost got $2 billion at the box office. I'm like, this one's actually, I could have just watched the first two films.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to know your thoughts when you actually get to it.
For
But
sure.
I thought it was, first off, when you have, this is a small spoiler, but when you have the same main villain as the main villain for three films, I'm assuming you've lost all sense of ideas.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
And James Cameron's like, if this film doesn't do well, I'm just gonna hold a press conference and tell everybody the plot of four and five.
That's amazing.
I'm like, that's such a strange way to do it, and that's good marketing to get people to go see that film. Because I was like,
Exactly.
now I feel obligated to see this film so I can see the other two, and then I'm
Well,
like,
I'll,
this is mid.
yeah. Well, we need to start. I need to start all over and watch it from the first one again, and
Yeah.
then get to the third one. Because I haven't seen the first one since I was a kid. So like, if I start watching the second, third one, I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Oh yeah.
Um,
I mean, you kind of feel that way when you watch the first film too, to be honest.
yeah. So I'll give you the letterbox review
Okay.
once we get to it
I definitely need to hear it when you get to it. You
for
know,
sure.
I need like a three-part review of each of the three films just to see whether it goes up and down or it just goes straight down.
Dude, I mean, we just went on a Tom Cruise-a-thon and watched all the Mission Impossibles.
How was
And
that?
I mean, okay, so I like the first one. The second one, because it's so bad, is the best one.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I agree.
like the Spanish guitar, the female lead in it, it's his hair,
Yep.
it's so fucking perfect. The fight scene at the end where he does like the flying kick, that's the best thing in the world. But I really like the first one. My wife was just like not into the first three. She was like, nah.
Okay.
Like she thought the second one was funny, obviously, because it's
Of
goofy.
course, as you
But
should.
she it was just like, nah, like I get
Yeah.
it, whatever. But then when we got to Ghost Protocol and so on,
Okay.
it was like this is where they become not like a 007 prototype. Like
Becomes its own thing.
this is when it becomes not only its own thing, but like this is when Tom Cruise does it. Like he does all the crazy stunts and it becomes the dad movies.
Oh,
And
sure.
And so yeah, it was basically like they started out here, and then once we got to that, it was like everyone's a banger.
Okay.
Because then we'd be watching it, would be like, how the fuck did he do that? And we'd pause it and we watch like a behind the scenes of him like hanging off the side of the biplane, and we're like, this dude's crazy.
I don't know why he could easily hire somebody,
Because
but
he's
he's
Tom
like, I
Cruise,
want to do
baby.
it myself. Do you think he gets more money for doing it himself?
I just think that
Or
I
does he
think
just like the thrill of it?
I think
It's
it's
like
that. I
roller
think,
coasters don't do it for me. I'd rather hang off the side of a plane.
yeah, or like jetpack, or not jetpack, fucking do a parachute jump off a fucking bike off the side of a cliff. Like,
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it's probably, if I had to guess, he's probably just like a thrill junkie. And I
Dopamine.
think he just, he just really likes making films. So I think
Oh,
he's like the type of, excuse me, the type of dude who's like, I'm either doing it all or nothing, or it's not getting done.
is it true that he's like really short? Because I always hear jokes about him being short.
Hey
And
man, I'm a short guy, so
he is 5'7". He is kind of short.
oh shit. Hey, that's average, buddy. That's average, man. It's not short. Let's
No.
not call the guy short. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
I always think of his depiction on a Family Guy where he's depicted to be Stewie's height,
Yeah, that's amazing. That's
and they
hilarious.
Stewie's told that he's never going to get taller than what he is at that point.
Yeah.
And he's freaking out the whole episode, and Tom Cruise is like, "Don't worry about it, Stewie. You
Yeah.
should help me." And then Stewie gets to realize that he's not going to be that short. That was a lie or a misread on the thing, and he's like, "I don't hang out with short people."
Yeah, that's amazing.
Okay,
Oh, Tom Cruise.
dude, he is something else. Well, let's do some semi rapid fire questions.
For sure.
My favorite one of the bunch is what's something you're still learning about yourself as an artist?
Um, I think I'm learning, at least in my case, just what what I can do as far as like not only making music and getting better at my craft and my instrument and singing and etc. and trying new things, trying things outside the box and whatever, but also just like discovering the type of performer that I am as well. Like I've been doing this for a really long time, and I feel like for the first time in a while, I'm not trying to, or not in a while, but first time ever, I'm not trying to like, obviously like I have my idols and stuff that help me become the person that I am, but I just feel like I'm not imitating someone. I feel like I'm finally like becoming my own, I guess, like not character, but my own person
Yeah.
in the scene.
Okay. I like this question. What song from your discography should a new listener listen to first?
Um, I think Pleasure would probably be the best one. It's just got such a good hook in my opinion, and the like
It'll
the
get you hooked.
timing, the pacing. Yeah. The pacing of it's really good, and Wit from Cane Hill just absolutely killed the feature. So
Dude, it is such a great feature. How did
yeah.
that come about? I meant to ask that, but I completely forgot about asking it.
No, yeah. So we mixed and mastered it with Jonathan Delise. Um, and he I think just like lives right down the street from Wit. So
Oh, okay.
or
That
and
makes
he did the most recent Cane Hill record. So whenever we were
fantastic.
like whenever we were talking about getting features and stuff on the songs, obviously we had been working with Delise at that point. And I think he just like pitched it over to our A&R, or either our A&R was like talking to him about it or something. And I was like, hey, do you think we could maybe like hit him up and see if he wants to like do something with this band? And then yeah, it was like honestly really quickly, like Delise got back to us and was just like, yo, he checked it out. He fucked with the band. He said he's down. And it was like, let's go.
What's up? Well, I also have to ask about the other feature. I don't know if there's any more past these three that we have here.
Just these
But
three.
okay. How did the Moodring one come about?
Motoring one was sick. I mean, I've been following Hunter for a long time, or we have
Been
been
hunting.
following each other. I love Moodring. Like Stargazer is quite literally like a perfect fucking record in my
Absolutely.
opinion. And then all the stuff that he did post that as well. Like with I mean like Half-Life is a fucking sick one, and then like She Equals Death and like all the other like ones that he was doing, Would You Wait for Me and shit like that. So I've just been a fan of their band forever. And yeah, he was posting about doing features on his story, and I hit him up and I was like, yo, you're like the dude
You're the
out of anyone
yeah.
that I would want to get on. And he was like, yeah, for sure. He was really cool about it. And I sent him Otherside because I felt like that was the most like moodering like song that we had on the record.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think you would absolutely kill this. Like, what are your thoughts? And he was immediately on board. So there he goes.
Awesome. Um, ooh, I like this one. What is your most interesting moment with a fan?
Hmm.
Give me a good like emotional one or something like that, a good one, and then give me like a hilarious one if you got one.
Uh, okay. Emotional one.
Yeah, like a feel good one, if you will.
Um, there's a couple of guys in this like friend group around our area in KC that have been to like every single show that we've done here. So it's just like really cool to see like reoccurring faces and like to like see like people in general in our scene or just whatever, like just seeing our words. Like so I get really, I don't want to say like emotional, like I'm gonna cry, but like it means like a lot and
Yeah.
kind of pulls at my heartstrings whenever I see people out in the crowd that are synergizing with us but are also singing the lyrics, because it's like I don't know. It just it takes me back to that moment of like whenever I was seeing a band that I loved, and like screaming their lyrics to the top of my lungs, and it's a really like full circle kind of moment where I feel like I'm doing something right, or I'm kind of succeeding. Like if this person actually gives a fuck about what I'm saying and like really likes what we're doing and likes the kind of music that we're making, like that's why I'm doing this. Um, and as far as like a funny moment, the show where I met Mike in St. Louis, there's been this ongoing inside joke in our band. We Our guitarist Devin was standing with me at the merch table, and this guy came up. He bought some shirts. He was really nice. He was a really cool guy. And he was like introducing himself and everything. He was like asking for our names. I told him my name, whatever, check his hand. And he was like, and what's your name? And he put his hand out to shake Devin, our guitar player's hand. And he goes, oh, my name's Devin. And he shook his hand. And then he goes, nice to meet you, Kevin. And then and so his name in our group chat has forever been Kevin. And anytime like he's being a little fucker or like it's just like a
Shut up,
joke.
Kevin.
We're just like he's being Kevin right now.
He's not Devin today. He's Kevin today.
Yeah, exactly. Or we'll just call him Kevin in general, even though it's not his name, just because
Yeah,
that one guy said it. So
dude, that's a great moment. Was it loud during that time in the venue, or you just misheard it?
it probably was. It probably was. And it probably was both, honestly, because he's a very like quiet guy. So he's probably like,
Yeah.
I'm Devin. My name's Devin. He's
Oh,
not like as loud as someone like me. So the guy was probably like, Kevin? Okay, yeah, whatever. Fuck it. Kevin.
you know who's a really quiet like dude to talk to? Um, what's his name? My brain drew a complete blank. Noah Sebastian from Bad Omens.
Dude, my old band played a show with them in Merriam, Kansas, right before Dethrone came out. They did this like little tiny tour thing, and I'm not even kidding. There was like six people there,
That's crazy.
and their drummer. I don't smoke or drink or anything.
Yeah.
I'm straight edge, but their drummer smoked a joint with our band members in our trailer, and it was just like it was super cool. Like they were the nicest people ever. I didn't see Noah or anyone else in the band but the drummer.
Yeah.
I think they're very like quiet and reserved and they're doing their thing, and that's totally fine. Like I respect that. I do that too sometimes.
I think partially is anxiety, but
Yeah.
I'll be honest. People think that musicians don't have anxiety. Dude, like 99% of musicians have some sort of anxiety. We just
Yeah,
push it to the back.
100%. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna throw up, and then
Oh, absolutely.
like as soon as like the set starts and I get into like that mode, it's just like a blackout. Like, um, but yeah, we played that show with them, and there was like 6 people there, and then it was just like crazy because like 2 months later, they were the biggest band in the world. It
Oh,
was like, oh, it was like, what the fuck happened? It was awesome though. I love that band.
I saw them and met Noah at an Under Oath show. So Under Oath was doing, I don't remember what the record's called anymore. It's the record before this most recent one. Um, and Under Oath was headlining. Spirit Box was direct support. Bad Omens was the support before that, and Stray from the Path was the opener. And
R.I.P.
I'm like, "Ah, dude, for real." They're doing a live DVD though, so
That's cool.
I'm gonna buy that shit as soon as it comes out.
That's awesome.
But I was like, I was thinking back on it when I went and saw Spirit Box do their headliner recently. I've seen them 3 different times. First time was with that. Second time was at Furnace Fest in Birmingham, Alabama. Then the third time was them headlining a huge Greensboro stadium. I'm
Just
like,
getting bigger and bigger, man.
dude, they just
Yep.
went up and up, and I'm like, almost out of nowhere. You'd never see Under Oath being the headliner for a tour like that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It Spirit Box and Bad Omens are just too big now. Not that
Exactly.
Under Oath is small. Under Oath is awesome, but they still tour direct support for Papa Roach. And I feel like
Right.
Papa Roach would be direct support for Spirit Box or Bad Omens.
Dude. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, that's a dream lineup for me too.
That would
Like,
be sick.
but yeah, those bands just keep getting bigger and bigger, man. And honestly, it's so well deserved.
Oh, absolutely. They've busted their ass. And they've all been so very humble about it.
Yeah, it's just cool too. Like, especially with like all the like to like see their backgrounds and stuff, and like where they came from with like I wrestled a bear and everything else.
Yep, them Canadians.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my next semi-rapid fire question. Give me a memorable venue moment. It can be like, oh, well, this venue was falling apart, or it can be like this venue was the best venue I've ever been to.
Um, well, the first one that comes to mind is the show we just played with Greyhaven and Fox Lake at the Rhino in Kansas City. It was sold out, so it was just like packed elbow to elbow with people. So it was just immediate vibes, very fun.
Great name.
Um, hmm. I mean, that would probably be my one currently. I
I
my old
played a
band.
haunted CC's once.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Well,
Cece's Pizza.
so yeah, it's like a CC's pizza in style, like
That's
buffet
sick,
pizza thing,
dude.
but it looked like it was haunted. And it had a Ghostbuster statue in it.
That's so sick.
The sound guy, he showed up an hour late. Okay. Well, that was a great choice. And we're back. We fixed the issue.
Yeah, AI tried to take us over.
They did. It said AI is your I was gonna say something clever there, but that didn't work.
You are now AI.
Yeah. I was like, damn it, I knew it. Well, I like this question. If Mirrorcell was a physical place, what would it look like?
Um, Green Sin City, baby.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, you nailed it on the head with that. So that's what we're rolling with.
I'm gonna put that in the description because that's gonna be a hook right there.
That's a hook. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, this is a good one. What is the pettiest hill you'll die on in music?
Hideous Hill. Um, hmm.
I don't like house music. That's my petty hill.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I
Um,
like some drum and bass, but I don't like house music for some reason.
Hmm. Petty as hell. I'm trying to think of like records that people hate, but I love or I think are good and there's misunderstood.
I think the Black Album's overrated.
That's yeah, but dude, those riffs are generational.
Oh, they are, but I think that people think that that is like the quintessential uh Metallica album, and I'd argue Load and Reload are better.
For sure. Yeah.
That's a petty hill right there in and of itself.
Hmm.
Also, I don't think we should make art cover art like that ever.
It's just hard to see.
You know what they did for that, right?
Yeah. Yo, yeah, I know.
Yeah, that who thinks of that?
I mean, they're
Straight
fucking Metallica.
a straight
I mean,
team thought that up.
I think my pettiest still would probably without like trying to think too much about things, like it would probably be that Amo is a fucking sick record. And honestly, like now in recent years, probably my favorite one. Like if I'm going back and listening to any Bring Me album, like that's gonna be the one. I'm gonna choose that over Sempiternal. Maybe not over There's a Hell. That record does slap.
But you know what? I feel like it's got a good variety of where they've been and where they were going post Amo.
Yeah,
So
100%.
I'll take it any day. That's a good hill to die on.
Yeah, I'll die on that hill. Like, look, I grew up with the fucking Suicide Season CD in my car 24/7. Like, I'm an old head when it comes to the like. Well, back in my day, they were a deathcore band. Like,
Yeah.
but I still personally think that like substance wise, like that record has so much cool diversity, and it's just a really good record.
Yeah, I agree. Um, this one, this one is a good one. You have to really think about this one, I think. What is a music trend of like a modern day music trend that you just don't understand? Like you just can't like understand the appeal or whatever.
Yeah, that's actually I know one immediately for that. So I have tried honestly a couple of times at this point to get into Brat by Charlie XCX. And like everyone won't shut the fuck up about it.
About Brat
Everyone
Girl Summer or whatever.
yeah, the whole thing. And it's like I want to be in on the fun, you know? Like I
Yeah.
love Britney Spears, I love Gaga, I love pop and all that shit. So it's like whenever this new character popped up, I'm like, all right, let's go. Is it gonna be like, you know, a modern day Britney Spears? And for me, it just like I get it. I get why people like it. I've tried to listen to the record a couple of times now, and it simply is just not for me. I'm not gonna say it's bad or that like you know that like people who listen to it are like dumb or anything because you know it's art, it's music at the end of the day. But
Yeah.
for me, it just I just haven't got it yet. And sometimes I'm late to the curve, you know? Like I said, I just got into Thornhill when my band members have been telling me this whole time, you need to listen to Thornhill. You need to listen to Thornhill. And I was like, all right, I'll check them out. And then I just didn't get it. But now I'm like, fucking Bodies is a 10 out of 10 record. Like I fucking
Oh,
love
it
this shit.
1000% is. And then they just come out with like a deluxe version of that, like
Yeah.
Body X.
Exactly. So sometimes I'm late to the curve on things. Maybe this is one of them, but that is probably the one that it just hasn't clicked for me yet. And some other like similar artists too, like Sabrina Carpenter and stuff. Like I'm also like the other day I tried to like go and listen to the big album that everyone likes by her, and I was just like, it's
That's
just not working. It's just not working for me yet.
yeah. Now I will say I did get into Sabrina Carpenter. She was number 2 on my Spotify rap this year.
Dude, hell yeah.
It was her, and then it was surrounded completely by metalcore, deathcore.
That's awesome.
I was
Yeah.
like, this is oh, and then my number one song was "I've Had the Time of My Life" from
That's
Dirty Dancing.
yeah, that's amazing.
I was like, I did not listen to that much, did I? Apparently, I did.
Dude.
I listened to it because I played it. I played on a cruise. I played keyboard, and I had to listen to that part to figure it out. And I'm like, I did listen to it that much. Damn.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I was kind of mad. I was like, that kind of completely skewed my Spotify here. Not that it's a
That's
bad song; it's a great song, but
yeah, yeah. Hey, do you remember the scene in La La Land when Ryan Gosling's having to play "Flock of Seagulls"? I ran
yeah,
so far. He's like, "Don't ever request that for a cover band. It's the worst song a synth player can play because it's just the one note over and over."
honestly though, I'll take it. If you want to pay me, because cover bands they make bank sometimes.
Yeah,
If you want to pay me, $400 to sit there and play, you know, just a few synth notes for the entire time, I'll do it.
yeah, go for it. Yeah,
Pick the easiest synth songs and I will play. I'll play a whole set of just like one note synth songs for $400.
there you go, man. I ran so far. That's the one.
I'll watch a I don't know. I'll watch a movie while I'm doing it.
Yeah, exactly. I watch Sopranos while I'm playing it.
Exactly. Hey, you can watch The Sopranos and play Flock of Seagulls.
100%. It might even work too. You can play over it.
Oh yeah. I mean, they do it on YouTube Reels or the YouTube Shorts and the Instagram Reels and the
Exactly. Yeah.
TikTok where they take the the clips of The Sopranos and put that weird music over top of it that doesn't
Like
match
some
it
funk
anymore.
music. Yeah. That's awesome.
I'm like, I don't that's a trend I don't understand. I know that's not like a music trend per se, but that's a trend I don't understand. Putting
For sure.
weird music over like, and there's some that is like an emotional moment in a TV show, and they've got some happy music in the background going beep beep dee 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 dee. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? This man is dying. What are
The
you doing?
YouTube shorts, man, those are I
Never,
try to stay off them. I try to stay off them.
never change YouTube Shorts. Never
Never
change.
change, never change.
Okay, I've got a couple more for you. Um, if Mirrorcell was on, if you had a Mirrorcell song on any movie, what would it be?
Hmm. Well, we've made the jokes that they should have put Supernova in the new Stranger Things season
Okay.
because like the theme of the song or other side because like they go to the upside down or whatever. Like that should have been in there.
You know what? I could see it.
But not necessarily a movie. I feel like our music would slap on some Devil May Cry
Yeah.
or I'm trying to think like I don't know, like near some like a near game or something like that. Like
I
I
think it would
just
be like a perfect like
Final
video game
Fantasy.
opener. Yeah.
Yeah, that I would have to go with a game, honestly. Because when I try to think of movies, I get too deep on it, and I'm just like, what movie would work for us?
Dude, I think Nier would work perfectly. Some Square Enix game for
Come
sure.
on, let's get it going, man. I'm fucking
There, hit
waiting.
them up.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
And I'm waiting on Kingdom Hearts 4. But
That should be the one.
you know what? I agree. That's it.
Yeah.
Um, RIP to that game because I know it's never coming out at this point.
No, no way. We'll get that when we get Elder Scrolls.
Oh yeah, and we're never getting that one either.
Nope.
Now, this is an important question. Do you think Elder Scrolls 6 will come out before or after GTA 6?
I think GTA 6 will definitely come out before.
Okay, okay.
I think at this point there is so much information about GTA 6, and despite it being
So
delayed, I think that
incomplete information too.
yeah, I think GTA will probably come out first.
And are you gonna play it when it comes out?
Probably not.
I will if it's not $100 like they're saying it will be.
Yeah, that's a little crazy. I just like I've always liked like I played GTA 4 and 5 and I played Vice City and shit.
Yeah.
Um it was just like I played like the campaign of them though, and I didn't really get online and play them like with friends, which I know is like that's the best way to play it.
Oh yeah, I have clips of me running over my buddy. He was just standing there. He said, "Come and get me." So I just completely ran him over and then I slowly backed up and murdered him.
Exactly. Yeah. I just like I don't know. I don't really have any people that like I could play it with like that. Like I was playing like Red Dead for a little bit with some friends and like
Yeah.
that was fun. Um but I mean shit, if it goes on sale or something, that I might pick it up just to see what all the hype's about.
That's what I do with games now. I don't think I've paid for a full price game
Mhm.
in forever at this point.
Like I
I'm
like
almost
as
afraid to.
I know, right? Yeah, I grabbed Expedition 33 while it was on sale because it won all those game awards. I'm like, I hate that I haven't played this yet, but I just haven't had the time, and I know I need to.
Oh yeah, it's such a good game. Like
Yeah,
the music's really good. I can see why it won so many awards.
yeah,
But
100%.
it also
I
had
don't know
some
yet.
controversy, controversy. It had some controversy with AI usage.
Yeah, that's unfortunately an unescapable hellscape of a thing that we live in now.
Two wall textures were made with AI that they
No,
forgot to replace. There were it was stand-in artwork, and then they didn't replace it. And
it's, I mean, that's not that big of a deal, but that can be an absolute killer for some people because I was really excited about this game called Code Violet that was going to be coming out. It's supposed to be
yeah,
like a,
I heard about
supposed
it.
to be like a Dino Crisis kind of Dead Spacey thing.
Yeah,
And then when it came out, like not only did the game look horrendous, but they used like tons of AI artwork and stuff, like in the actual game, like in the cutscenes, like photos on the wall were AI. And I'm just like, I don't want to look at this shit, man. Like I want to see like actual like art. Like it just feels so devoid as soon as I see something like that. I'm like, yep, I'm good. I'm not gonna buy this game. Like
there's that one game that it was stuck into, I don't remember what it was called, but it was stuck in development hell for like 12, 14 years. And when it came out, turns out all of the assets, or 90% of the assets, were stolen from other video games,
oh yeah. Yep, I remember hearing about that.
like
Yep.
Oblivion and stuff. I'm like, I'd rather play that game than play an AI slop game.
Yeah. This interview is just gonna be Mirrorcell talks shit about AI the whole time.
Hey, it's a hot topic.
Gotta fight the good fight, man.
That's right. Well, we've come to the end. I've got two final questions for you, technically three. But plug yourself, plug where they can find you, where they can find the band if they don't already know, and the new record and all that stuff. Plug in your new shows,
Yeah.
and then shout outs, and then I'll ask the last question.
Yeah. So you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, everything. Just look up Mirrorcell, will pop up. We're mirrorcell.tv on Instagram. Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, same thing. Just look up Mirrorcell. If you click on if you go to Mirrors, huh?
I heard Deezer.
Yeah. Pandora, whatever the fuck you listen to.
Roblox now is an option, apparently.
Roblox, yeah. Stream us on Roblox, please. But yeah, if you go to mirrorcell.co, that's like our general website. That has everything on there. It's got our tour dates as well, which is coming up February 20th. We're going on tour with Siamese from Denmark and another Denmark band called Cabal.
Both
Um,
great bands.
both amazing bands. Super excited about it. On our website and on our Instagram and all of our social medias, we got all the dates posted there. So if anyone listening to this is interested in coming out, that's where you can find us. Um, and shout outs. Shout out Tony Soprano.
For real. The goat.
The go RIP. RIP.
I guess he's Italian, so you gotta do the rosary thing
Exactly. I don't have my rosaries on right now, but if I did, I would.
with the gabagool.
Exactly. Thank you.
Well, I've only got one more question for you, and that is, what song from your discography do you want to have as the outro song to the episode?
Dude, let's take him to the other side.
Let's take them to the other side. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for coming on, my friend. I had a great time.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man.
Of course.
been Mullins Over Music Podcast, episode 58, with your host, producer, and editor, me, Austin Mullins. Special thanks to guest Nate from Mirrorcell. The closing track is Otherside by Mirrorcell featuring Moodring. Check out Nate at Natecell and the band at Mirrorcell.tv, as well as all of their social platforms. Mirrorcell's new record, Long Nights in the Lovescape, is out February 20th, wherever you listen to music. Thanks to Megan for getting this all coordinated. Thanks to Nate for coming on the podcast and being such a cool guest. 1v1 me and hang with my bro. You know what's up. Special thanks to viewers like you. Thank you. And until next time.